EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Southern California and the gorgeous SoFi Stadium, the Los Angeles suburb of Inglewood. For the right to represent the AFC in this year's Super Bowl. Off we go on EA Sports. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Opening carry of the game, it's J.K. Dobbins. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. Going down the middle of the field, and he's got his tight end. His first catch here in this AFC title game, and it's a 1st down.
This is a great example, Mike, of just how effective it is when you're efficient on early downs throwing the ball. I mean, when you can pick up 1st downs without getting to 3rd down, as the game unfolds, things just get easier and easier. Take what the defense is giving you. Don't force the ball downfield. And when you can stay ahead of the chains without having to get to 3rd and have it plays, that's when an offense is really fired.
Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Herbert. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
Herbert going to try to throw on 3rd down. He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield. And that call will not get it done. The defense ready, stopping him behind the line of scrimmage. It sets up 4th down. The Chargers get set to kick it away. Oh, not the greatest punt there. This is going to hit and go out of bounds. Nick's going to keep it on the zone read. And this play going nowhere. He is taken down behind the line of scrimmage on their first play of the game.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
He'll get that to Javonte Williams. Get about 6 before he's taken down.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, like living in these 3rd and long situations. Must pass is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Herbert. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Dobbins. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
This is already a little better than the first time they had the ball, Mike. Remember, opening possession, 3 and out. Showing some signs of life here now. Nice pick up there by the back to pick up the first down.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Now a play fake. Herbert. Oh, a loose football. And this is taken in by the defense. How about the defense getting to the quarterback, getting access to the ball, knocking it free, and coming up with the recovery?
I'd like to see the quarterback just be a little more secure with the ball, Mike. You can see he's just a little loose, especially when you're operating from the pocket. But give credit to the defender. Nice job attacking the ball, knocking it loose and recovering it. And that is a big takeaway here by this defense.
And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings him down for a loss.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. From the shotgun, here's Nix. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they take it to the 20-yard line with that one. It's a gain there of 26 yards. Nix, now to throw it here on 1st down. And that one is complete along the boundary. Good job of getting those feet in back.
The best guys I've been around, Mike, they have a sense where they can see the ball, but they can feel the sideline. And that's kind of an innate sense that these guys have that allows them to concentrate and secure the catch and ensuring that both feet remain.
That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Derwin James.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
They'll run for the first time with their fullback. And he's going to give him some breathing room past the 15-yard line. On the ground, here's Dobbins. And a good one here. He'll be marked down up past the 25-yard line.
This offense has to be thrilled, Mike, with the success they've had here on the ground in this opening quarter. Now as the rest of the game unfolds, everything in the game plan continues to open up.
And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and it's also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
On second down, here's Herbert. To the tight end, and he fits it in on the corner route. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
So a quarter in the books in the AFC Championship. 0-0 is the score. And we're back at SoFi in SoCal after this. They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. A run with Dobbins. And that'll be a pickup of 3. Second and 7. Fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
And he won't quite make it to the pylon. He's out of bounds right around the 1-yard line. That is a big play for LA. 33 yards. Go with their fullback trying to get it. He slams it in there, and he is in. Touchdown, LA. They're out there to block most of the time, but Greg, great reward for the fullback to carry it in for the touchdown.
Not every team in the league even carries a fullback, but man, if you have one on your roster, Mike, not many better places to use him than down here on the goal line.
Bates, good, with the extra point. And the Chargers will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. First and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. That's to Kraft, the tight end downfield. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start. Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Harris, the man in motion. Second down. Nix. Quick throw out wide. It's caught. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it. But he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the first down.
Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
You can sense this defense. They're really starting to come alive. Last time out, they forced the turnover. Now they got their first sack of the day. these big plays start to steamroll, and you can just feel their confidence continue to build.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Throwing is Nix. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan. And then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man. And it's exactly what they did here. And there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away. Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack. And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
On play action, now Herbert. Now a ball deep, middle of the field. That is caught on the throw. Touchdown, Los Angeles.
This is when you're very fortunate as an offensive play caller, Mike, that you not only have the speed on the outside, but you got the big arm behind center, because it doesn't get real fancy. If you can hold up in the protection, you're saying run as fast and as far as you can. I'm going to throw it as far as I can, and when you connect, it is a thing of beauty, and in this case, it results in a touchdown.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This is fielded inside the 5. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. And not much materializes there. He'll get this to the 35. Here's a 2nd and 9. They'll throw. It's Nix. That's complete. It's McLaughlin. It's a pickup of 13 yards. Good for a Denver 1st down. Throwing. Nix. Looking middle there, but it's incomplete.
I think at some point for this quarterback, he has to start looking some other directions. I mean, he's tried to get the ball now to this guy multiple times, and all of them have resulted in incomplete passes. I'm not saying don't throw it to him in the future, but maybe get yourself a couple easy completions elsewhere before you look back in his direction. The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. And sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
And he kept that play alive as long as he could, but the rush eventually gets to him and takes him down. Here's Braden Mann now. He's on for the 2nd time. He'll try to get something inside the 10. And he'll get something there on the return, able to take this back to the 20-yard line. Start the drive on the ground, and here comes a reverse. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Herbert makes the read, decides to hang on.
Good decision by the quarterback. In this situation, all you're looking to do is have a positive play. He decides to pull it, and that's exactly what he's able to do.
2 minutes remain here in this first half. Back with more of the AFC Championship game after this. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. Herbert. Open man is the tight end, Disley. And he's going to pick up the first down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes
nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. He didn't force anything there, but now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
On 3rd and long, it's Herbert. Now a ball thrown deep for Johnston.
I like the fact that they took a shot on 3rd and long, right? A lot of offenses in that situation would be a little bit more conservative playing for the 4th down punt. They're trying to pick up a big chunk play through the air, but now that you can't connect, it all but guarantees you got to punt this ball away as it brings up 4th and a mile.
Oh, the coverage was great. They gave him no room to operate and made him pay for catching the ball. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw is Nix. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
Now, a 2nd down throw for Nix. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down. Nix from the gun on 3rd down. This is intercepted. Picked off by Christian Fulton. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the quarterback, because this defense, they're onto you. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw them a curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball.
Throwing on 1st down is Herbert. And that is incomplete. But now a penalty flag comes in late. He might have been caught with his hands in the cookie jar. Herbert now on 1st down. That'll be complete to Dobbins. And the Chargers have got a 1st and goal coming up. He's out of bounds at the 9-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 and just enough to move the chains. From the gun, it's Herbert. That one is caught in the back of the end zone. Touchdown Chargers.
Just a really nice job, Mike, especially just staying poised. Pressure situation, you know how important it is to steal some points before the half. But everybody's in control. Everybody understood the situation and the clock. And they're able to finish that half in style with that late touchdown.
Bates, good, with the extra point. And the Chargers will stake themselves to a 21-0 lead. Just 8 seconds now until halftime, and the kick's away. A return now from the 4. A good return as he takes it across the 30. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
Broncos, nothing.
All right, Coach, second half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. The Lamar Hunt Trophy waiting to be claimed. 30 minutes away, unless, of course, we have overtime. We're back underway in the AFC title game. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. A throw left side there, not going to find the target. Incomplete.
Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend. So give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete. They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly in his 3rd and 10. And that is incomplete.
And that's what you call a wasted series. They come out here and they decide we're just going to air it out. 1st, 2nd, 3rd down. All 3 incompletions, and now brings up 4th down. And barring some crazy decision here to keep your offense on the field, you're going to find yourself right back on the sideline.
And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Now it's Dobbins. Finding room at the 35. And they'll finally track him down as he takes it up to the 45-yard line.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
And you'll only be able to muster a couple of yards. The linebacker, Cody Barton, in on the tackle. 2nd down and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 47-yard line.
Now a handoff. Oh, a wrinkle. Here comes a reverse. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. Shotgun now for Herbert. This one is taken in downfield. Big completion. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
They'll give it to Dobbins. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up 3rd down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations. Sometimes, Mike, the best plan is also the simplest plan. And for this team, just snap the ball to your quarterback, let him find some daylight, and go get that first down himself.
A handoff as they try to run it here. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. They'll stick with him again. He'll turn this into a gain of about 4. It's going to lead to 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 3.
And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, L.A. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. Greg, nothing changed at halftime. They come right out to start this 3rd quarter and pick up where they left off.
Well, I think this defensive coordinator is going to think back to his halftime speech, Mike, because whatever adjustments he thought they made, it obviously didn't resonate. What we saw happen in the first half, they picked right back up here to start the 3rd quarter, and at this point, the offense has hit its stride, and they continue to pull away.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. He fields it at the 8. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Wilson. That'll be caught by the running back, Williams. And he's going to be taken down at the 37.
And up until this point, we haven't seen a lot go their way, but here in the 3rd quarter, they're starting to find some plays. They're starting to get some opportunities. Just got to ask yourself if it's too little, too late.
Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. He keeps it himself. A great job of knowing when to go. He gets 17 yards on that run and a first down.
Mike, this is an impressive run, especially considering the fact it was zone coverage. That's a lot of defenders with eyeballs in the backfield focused on the quarterback. So to be able to escape the pocket and pick up good yardage.
And this time the rush gets home, and down he goes.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. This defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And that ball incomplete over the middle.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
Third and long, it's Wilson. He's going to let this one go deep. And that is caught. Whoa, he stayed in bounds. A terrific catch. That is well done there, converting on 3rd and 15. Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. And he can't get away. Down he goes back to the 16.
Well, that's certainly one way to bounce back here defensively after giving up a huge explosive play on the previous snap. To bounce back and come away with a sack. Now you find yourself in 2nd and long. You can catch your breath, and the opportunity to get off the field has just gone up.
That's caught right side. It's Franklin. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play. That's a great job defensively. Even though they let him escape the rush initially, there was nowhere to go with either the ball or as a runner, and they're able to force 4th down.
They can still pick up a 1st down here, and they'll line up to go for it on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson.
There's nothing worse than having to settle for a field goal when you're in the red zone. So they roll the dice here, they leave the offense on the field, and boy, does it pay off. Great job by the quarterback extending this drive with his legs, and he sets up 1st and goal.
This drive has been methodical, but will they turn it into 6 points? It is 1st and goal. Under pressure, and down he goes. They've got him. Now back at the 4 for 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Wilson. And that's going to wind up uncatchable out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Troy Franklin, the intended target. And now it's 3rd and goal.
You can feel them starting to press a little bit, especially with this passing game. They find themselves so close to the end zone, they got to get it over the goal line. You got to be a little bit more accurate. You got to be a little bit smarter with the ball. And right now, the timing, the spacing, it's just not matching up. This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump. They've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. It is brought in the end zone. Marvin Mims. Touchdown, Denver. Well, it's not going to be enough, but at least they find the end zone at the end of a hard week's work. At least a little payoff with a touchdown, Greg.
Mike, you can just chalk this one up in the column of too little, too late. Give credit to this offense for not going down without a fight, but they're not going to have enough time to find themselves back in this one.
To throw again is Wilson. That is caught, and they get the 2-point conversion. Down 3 scores, and it's late. They're going to need a few bounces to go their way. They'll start right here trying to get an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
You have no choice. You find yourself down big here late in the fourth quarter, Mike. You got nothing to lose. Give it a shot. Nice job here by the hands team recovering. They're going to take over possession.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now a give on the ground. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down. Handoff here, up the middle, and nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. Got to get it to the 30. Here comes 3rd down. They'll try to get this one on the ground. They try the same thing and a similar result. Back to the line of scrimmage, no gain. Here comes 4th down. Out comes Jake Bates to try a field goal here. This will be from 56 yards away. Bates' kick is good. And the Chargers will add to their lead here in the 4th quarter.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. And this will work out quite well. They'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Harris, the man in motion. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He's going to air this one out. And this will be tracked down and intercepted. Picked off by Derwin James.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
They'll try to run with their fullback. They try to use that size to push forward, but it's not going to work. Defense strong up front. They're going to get him down behind the line of scrimmage. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee.
J.K. Scott in punt formation.
And he looks up, and he's taken down right away. Maybe fortunate just to hold on to the ball as he was tackled immediately after hauling that one in. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Here we go. One final play. He'll let this go deep for the end zone. And flags come out. That's batted down. It's incomplete, but it looked like early contact. Let's check the call. And the Broncos bring out their punter. They'll kick it away. As he'll punt it away for the... Oh, and now look at this. It's a fake. And now after all that, this is going to wind up as nothing more than an incomplete pass. So this one is over. It's in the win column for the Chargers as they